لقد كان لكم فيهم أسوة حسنة لمن كان يرجو الله واليوم الآخر ومن يتول فإن الله هو الغني الحميد.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن سيدنا مولانا محمدا عبده ورسوله. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa sallim. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who had been preserving our lives throughout this Ramadan. We beseech Him not to deny any of us the benefits of Ramadan. And may we witness more of Ramadan in our lives. My dear viewers at home, this is going to be a continuation of the last series on the Muslim woman and her Lord. The last time we talked about Salat. We are going to continue. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in making us realize the importance of Salat, because it is not supposed to be a mere physical exercise where you stand, you bow, you prostrate, and then you stand again. But it has spiritual imports. It has objective that each person that prays has to benefit. And that is why He told us in Quran chapter 29, Surah Al-Ankabut, verse 45, Allah says, Inna salata tanya anil fahsha'i wal munkar, that verily, that salat that He has ordained, that salat He has made compulsory for you, particularly my viewers, the Muslim woman, has a particular objective Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants it to achieve. And He says, it is to prevent you from shameful deeds, walimunkar, and evil deeds. So, my dear sister, when you pray and you find out that you still indulge in some wrongdoing, in some shameful deeds, then your salat is questionable. And that is why today you feel some people giving us some appellations. They give us appellations like Aborima Boa. Though you may cover yourselves, but your manners is questionable. But in conjunction with the purpose for which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has revealed the salat, He told us that salat is to take away all wrongdoings, all shameful deeds. For instance, He is not a Muslim woman who prays and then abuses. She must not be seen as somebody that curses, such that in the street they call her Ajia Elekpe, that is the Ajia that curses. It should not be. Or somebody that is known for her wickedness, that once she's around her neighbors, they are always very fearful that Ajia has come, Elijah has come. It should never be. Because the salat is meant to assist her in doing the best, being the best person, the best neighbor, the best partner that anybody can have. So it is to prevent us from any immoral acts, like backbiting too. Most women today are known for backbiting, talking of other people behind them. It should not be our own way. We should not be known for that. Talk less of slandering others, accusing others for what they have not done. So all these a Muslim sister should shun, so that the salat she claimed to be observing can be of benefit to her. If not, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said He is not in need of such salat that does not take away misbehaviors, immoral acts from the person that claimed to be performing it. And that is why a rhyme goes, and I sing, I say my prayers 5 times a day, but was it that to you, my Lord? If my heart clings to evil things, Ya Allah will cleanse my heart. That is realizing that despite the fact that I pray 5 times a day, and yet I'm still known for my evils, I'm still known for my misbehaviors, then Allah has no need of that my salat. because he has said that salat that I perform is not meant to be a physical exercise only, but it is supposed to train and reform my behavior. So my dear sisters in Islam, today let us understand that that salat is to train your behavior, to shape your behavior, to take away the bad things from you and then grant into you good behavior, just like the Prophet Islam did. So this is as far as that compulsory salat is. But aside the compulsory salat, we also have the nawafil, which a Muslim sister is expected to be up and doing. Hadith 38 of An-Nawawi, the Prophet Islam says, this hadith was narrated by Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu, where he says, the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Allah the Almighty has said, my servant does not draw near to me with anything more beloved to me than the religious duties, that is the fara'i, the compulsory ones that I have imposed upon him. And my servant continue to draw near me with supererogatory deeds, such that I love him. And when I love him, I am his hearing with which he hears, his seeing with which he sees, his hands with which he takes, and his leg with which he walks. Were he to ask of me, I will surely give him. And were he to ask me for refuge, I will surely grant it to him. This can be found in Bukhari.
وعد الله المؤمنين والمؤمنات جنات تجري من تحتها الأنهار خالدين فيها ومساكن طيبة في جنات عدن ورضوان من الله أكبر ذلك هو الفوز العظيم.
In this hadith, Allah SWT says, after my servants would have been so much constant in the 5 daily salats, moving very close to me through them, then he make a step further by doing the fara'id, the nafla of those salats. So aside the 5 daily salat, the Fajr, the Zuhr, the Asr, the Maghrib and the Isha, the Muslim sister also have to be good in the nawafil. For instance, nawafil, there are nawafil before and after each fara'id salat. So some people are known for their being fara'id fakot. That is, they only pray the compulsory salat. They don't take care of their nawafil. I wonder where this mentality comes from. But for that Muslim sister, she knows that aside the compulsory ones, she has to also engage in the fara'id. For instance, the Salatul Zuhr, there is 4 nawafil raka before it, and after it there's another 4 nawafil. Before Asri there is 2 nawafil. Before after Maghrib there is 2 nawafil, and then the same thing for Isha. There is nawafil before Isha and after Isha. May Allah SWT make it easy. Other voluntary salats that we have is Salatul Duha, the midday prayer, performed around 9 to 11:30 a.m. of every day. We also have Salatul Tawbah. This is the salat performed at the end of every activity when the Muslim sister is about to go to rest. She remembers her Lord, brings in 2 rakah of salats, using it to seek forgiveness over everything she must have said or done during the day. There's also Salatul Hajjah. This Salatul Hajjah is this salat where you seek for Allah's help in whatever you want to do. Also, Salatul Istikhara is the salat of the guidance. The Prophet Islam says a Muslim has to perform Salatul Istikhara in order to be successful in anything she wants to step into. Then, of course, there is Salatul Idain, the nafla we perform on the 2 Eids. That is the Salat of Eid al-Fitr and Salatul Eid al-Hajjah. So every one of us are expected to be there, women and children inclusive. Even those menstruating women are expected to go on Eid. So, but unlike when you come to our own area here, you often find that it is only the men and children that are mostly found on Eid ground. So the women are always left at home to do the cooking. The Prophet ﷺ says in an hadith that I quote, that the hadith was narrated by Atiyah, where he says the Prophet ﷺ commanded them to bring out to the Eid ground the adolescents and the prepubescent girls, those who usually remain in seclusion, and the virgins, and he ordered those who are menstruating to keep away from the prayer place. Then the woman said, we even asked the Prophet that there are some of us that do not have jibab to take to eat. He says, let their sisters give them one jibab because they have to go. On that day, everybody has to be in the festive mood, and we all have to go out together and celebrate. But for those that are menstruating, they are to stay at the back of those that are praying. They are not to partake in the prayer. But for the festivity and other things they do, they have to partake. So this is the understanding of the Muslim woman. And so she should, as much as possible, benefit maximally from both the Faraid Salat and the Nawafil. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for us as we do. Salamun alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
آمنت بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله واليوم الآخر والقدر خيره وشره من الله والبعث بعد الموت لا إله إلا الله آمنت بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله واليوم